Hey crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. So I'm about to share a project that I've been working on. This is actually a Valentine swap. It is hosted by Bec from Bec's Crafting World 2 and also by Bethany from Your Crafty BFF here on YouTube. So basically what we had to create, they have sent us a tutorial that we had to follow to recreate what is called an embellishment box book kit. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've made. I did have to buy the chipboard, which is what I used to create the book box. I didn't have any in my stash. As you know, this is actually going to be my first swap. And so I am using the Stampin' Up! Designer paper or scrapbook paper. As you guys know, I was with Stampin' Up! So I have a lot of their items still left. So I did utilize flowers. Valentine's, to me, flowers kind of go together. So I did, put the cover, the spine, and also the back of the book with the same paper. I did make a dangle on the side here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. It's still working on me. I'm not sure if it's going to stay or not. I did utilize some filigree corners just because it is considered a book kit. So to me, this simulates kind of a book. And then I did use some ephemera pieces here. I did use some Wink Stella to give it a little bit of a shine to the hearts. Then I used my heart punch to punch out these hearts here. I did make a rosette, and then I used the pink webbing trim that I just love using just because it makes everything look so pretty. So that's the decoration in the front. Now we're going to go inside, and this way I can tell you what the requirements for the inside are. So we're going to start with the left-hand side. The left-hand side, we had to create 3 pockets. And in these 3 pockets, we had to make 3 times, I don't know how to say this, to be honest with you. So in each unembellished, because it had to be unembellished, so the recipient can embellish them themselves. So they have to be blank. So let's start here. I did, with my punch, I punched out these 3 hearts. I did back up these hearts with the 110-pound paper, just so it could be a little bit more sturdy. So I did that with those. And then I used, again, from Stampin' Up!, I had these beautiful dies. And so I cut different colors. And then this is the 3rd one back here. So like I said, we have to make 3 of 3. So 3 sets of 3. We had to make. So I did these here. And then this is another Stampin' Up! Die. And so I cut with 2 different sizes, and I just doubled them with, different colors to make them look pretty. Then I also, as I'm looking through my my dies, I bumped into this one. And so this is actually a little bit of an extra credit kind of thing, because these are my 3-3. But I just thought these were kind of cool, so I cut those. And who doesn't like to make tea or coffee embellishments? So I did those for her as well. Now the other requirement is that we had to recreate or create 6 flowers, handmade flowers. And so I used some Stampin' Up!, some Hobby Lobby paper. You guys saw me haul this one. And so I had to purchase the die from Amazon, from KS Craft. I didn't have pretty flower ones, so I bought this one. And then I also had to purchase the centers because I didn't have any flower centers. So I purchased those from Amazon as well. And so I made those for her. And that's what's going to be on the left-hand side. Now on the right, we had to build or make a box. Now inside this box, we also had to make 8 little boxes that had to go inside of the box. So had to make the lid, and also I decorated the lid as well and the inside. And of course I decorated to the best of my ability in the front. I did put this piece of paper here. She can actually utilize it as well, but I did put it on there. Maybe the embellishments won't move as much in the box. I'm not saying they're not gonna move, but I'm sure they're not gonna move as much. In this first little small box over here, I did put some flat back jemmies for her, and then I also added some heart flatbacks, some heart flatbacks in there, since it is Valentine's, right? And as you guys know, I love my trims, and I love using them in my embellishments, and so I'm sharing the gold eyelash trim that I love using, and then also the pink webbing as well. Over here, these as you notice, I did use it for the enclosure, and so I'm sharing the pink, the white, and then this other lace one right here. Okay, in this box, I'm sharing some acrylic butterflies. I thought they were super cute. And then what I also did with my heart punch, I punched out a bunch of different colors, sizes in the hearts for her, again, you know, to be used as embellishments. And this one here, I have some rosettes. In this box here, I put some acrylic roses on here. I had those huge ones, but they also have some little ones in there, so I put those for her to use as embellishments. I'm also gifting a bunch of different type of bows and colors and stuff like that. And then in the last box, I actually put some washi in different colors, and this particular one is a little bit, it's thinner, but it's like a goldish color. So I did that, and that's in the first box. Now, I guess you can say, you know, we did have the choice whether to make one box or two. Well, this is my first swap, so I went all out and I made two. It was a lot of work, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess it was a little challenging for me just because I'm so new to all this, but you know what, at the end of the day, when you see your results, they're so beautiful and you're like, okay, it was worth it. So this one's a little bit different. This particular paper is not from Stampin' Up. This one actually came from Hobby Lobby, and I did have this in my stash. This ephemera pieces here. I did create this crepe rosette. I was giving them a try because everybody is making crepe rosettes, so I wanted to give it a try, and it came out pretty decent. I'm not saying it's great, but it came out pretty decent. I did use some of the white tulle also for layering, and I also did the filigree corners as well on this one, and same thing. This one, it just has a chunky dangle on the side, and I did cover the spine and the back with the same paper as well. This one actually has a big red ribbon as a closure. And I'm going to open it up, and it's kind of the same thing. So in this one, I made a few different things. I did have some back toppers that I created for her, or not created, I cut for her in different colors, but again, they're not embellished. And then here I actually made some shakers, but I actually utilized the tulle to cover this up. So again, they're not embellished. It's just little frames that I made the shakers with. And then I made some bows with the tulle. And again, they're blank, they're not embellished. And then same thing, I made the 6 flowers of the requirement as well. And then in this pocket, I made this little pocket to put this ephemera pieces. This actually belongs to this in here, but because they didn't fit inside the little box, I just made a separate little pocket to put the ephemera inside for her. I just thought it came out pretty cute, and then I decorated it as well with the punch, the heart punch, and then with the flower. And then the same thing, this paper actually came from Hobby Lobby as well, and this one over here. Then same thing with the lid, decorated the lid. I also put a piece of vellum actually, just to kind of cover it up. And this one here has some rosettes also that I made. This one has some bows, just like the other one. This one has the pink webbing, and the this one actually has the glittery tulle. Put that there. In this box, I put these beautiful little butterflies. I actually found these in my stash, and I thought they were so cute. They're like the puffy ones. So I think those will be cute to embellish with. And then over here, I have some pre-cut words, and then I also cut some of these myself for her. So there's quite a few words in there. And then same thing, I put the same ribbons on this side, and then the pink and the white. Then I also added some of the acrylic flowers, same thing, the big ones and the little ones as well. And then I also put some washi for her, and then this one's a little bit different of the washi. And so that's it, guys. These are my 2 boxes. I hope you guys liked everything I made. This particular swap, I'm not sure if they are, like I said, it's my first swap, so I don't know exactly how that's done. I don't know if they are not taking anybody else, or if they still taking people. I mean, I am going to link them both below, both Bec and Bethany. If you guys want to reach out, you're more than welcome to. They are on Instagram. They do have a group going in Instagram if you guys want to participate. But if you cannot, at least you know that you can watch the reveals when they receive them, and that's fun too. So thank you again, guys, for spending some time with me and allowing me to share my project with you guys. And thank you again for all your support and your love that you're always constantly showing me. And until next time, have a wonderful night, guys. Bye.